As we continue to scour the raft of internal Google documents that were leaked to us, we discovered these internal communications. The post is titled, quote, "Please join us in asking Google to remove ads from Breitbart.com." It is dated March 23, 2017. Quote, "I'm sure most of you are aware of the extreme sexism that articles and comments on Breitbart disseminates. For this and many other reasons, my colleagues and I have drafted an internal letter to leadership asking them to end Google's business relationship with Breitbart." 1,186 Googlers have co-signed the letter. A Google insider gave us this document. Can you tell us what this document shows?
So what this document shows is that some employees within Google are getting together a petition so that Google will ban Breitbart News from their ad networks in order to cut them off from the revenue stream.
So the document says that there are 1,186 Googlers co-signing on to this letter to, quote, "end Google's business relationship with Breitbart and enforce the AdSense policies on prohibited content." 1,186. I mean, who are all these people?
These people are employees of Google, and they are unhappy with the election, and they're unhappy with the narratives that are being put out there that contradict the mainstream media's narrative.
Okay, here's another document that a Google insider gave to us. This one's about also Breitbart and Google ads holding the nose, looking through hate speech. Tell me what I'm looking at here.
What you're looking at is you're looking at Google intolerance. And what's really ironic here is that Google prides itself on inclusion and diversity. But what you see right here is actually an intolerance to inclusion and an intolerance to diversity. You know, they're looking at this at Breitbart and they're saying anyone who wants to hold their nose and look through Breitbart for hate speech, right? They are inducing political action through their employees to express their intolerance to any sort of dissenting opinion.
This is important because Google claims protection under Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Basically, they say they are impartial publishers of content and therefore not liable for any content they publish. But this document shows they are anything but impartial. All right, I'm going to look at another document that a Google insider gave to us. This one's entitled, quote, "It's time to remove Breitbart from AdSense." Tell me about what I'm looking at with this one.
So what you're seeing right here is you're seeing a document that is the actual petition to remove the Breitbart media group from their monetary stream through Google's AdSense.
We reached out to Breitbart, who had published a similar story in December of last year, but they were surprised by these documents, saying they showed a wider plot within Google to target them. Breitbart's comment: "This is more confirmation that Google is staffed by many left-wing activists with a totalitarian, un-American desire to silence, defund, and deplatform those with whom they politically disagree, or even make them feel the slightest bit uncomfortable. This is all about 2020. So it seems like this is something, these 1,186 people petitioning and all this stuff is stuff that didn't actually happen. But what does it tell us about Google or the culture at Google?
Well, this petition reflects the culture that Google has fostered, which has been hostile to real diversity and hostile to real inclusion, because what they're trying to create is a monoculture. And what you see with this document is a manifestation of that intolerance towards dissenting opinion.
Project Veritas has been invited to the White House Thursday of this week on the heels of this historic Google expose featuring a lot of your insider testimony. What message would you like me to deliver to the president on your behalf?
The message that I would give to Donald Trump is that these tech companies are dangerous, and also they may be selling our data to foreign intelligence services. This is something that needs to be asked of Google, is whether, like Facebook, they're selling our data to people that don't have America's best interest in mind. The second thing that I would say to Donald Trump is we don't need any more existing laws to fix this problem. We just need to enforce the laws that are currently on the books, especially Section 230.